you could call me daddy or be some of the behind bastards.
Okay, I think we live, Cash. Hold on, let me look behind the scenes and see what it say. Maybe not.
Do you believe in miracles? Bow, 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 bow. Hot chocolate.
Okay, this says it's live.
It is.
Yeah, that's what it say. It say live now. So let me
Live
go
now.
back.
All right, then.
Let me go back. What's going on? My name is DJ Clean. This is Beatcookin in Cleveland. I have a special episode today. I'm here with my good friend, my best friend, my DJ partner, my production partner, my brother in DJ camaraderie. Uh, he's the founding member of Second to None DJs, which is a crew that I'm a part of. It's me, DJ Doc, DJ Nonstop, DJ Asiatic, and my friend right here, the founding member, DJ Ronnie Cash. How you doing, sir?
What's good? What's good? What's good, James?
All right, we're here to have a quick talk. We're gonna talk about music. We're gonna talk about DJing. We're gonna talk about hip hop, the state of hip hop, and all of that. So, could you just quickly tell people how you became interested in hip hop and what DJs influenced you to hip hop, if any?
Okay. First off, I would say, man, it was more of the. I was first a dancer. I was.
Okay.
I loved the rap records from day one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always been a dancer ever since I was a little boy. And so I had a
Break
basically an
dancing.
audition. I had an audition,
Mm-hmm.
and so at the audition, my man Santiago Mason
Mm-hmm.
took me upstairs and put on the Hurt 'Em Bad record.
Oh wow, you take me back with that one.
Right. And he scratched me. And so I was like, basically like, man, that's how you do that?
Wow.
What? Pre-cable.
Wow.
And so I was like, man, you had to show me that on my father's stuff. And the rest is history.
Okay. Man, I'm gonna tell you something that's funny about the Hurt 'em Bad is there was a legendary rumor that Hurt 'em Bad was Curtis Blow because
Oh,
they
wow.
they voices sounded similar and I
Yeah.
couldn't tell if it was Curtis Blow under a different name or Hurt 'em Bad. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's just my take on that record. And I remember when I saw the record, it was a silver like label. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, wow. I was like, but finally we came to the conclusion that I don't think Hurt 'em Bad is Curtis Blow because they were on two different labels.
Yeah.
But okay, that's that was a good synopsis of how you got into hip hop. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to go from here? I had some notes I took down.
That's a good thing to do.
Yeah,
Collect your thoughts.
let's see here. Okay, again, what DJs inspired you? For me, it was Jam Master Jay. Like I told you when we were off screen,
Yeah.
I saw him on Soul Train, and I always knew I wanted to get involved in music. And when I saw Run DMC on Soul Train, I was like, wow, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
what DJs, if you heard any or saw any, inspired you to be involved with hip hop?
That's a good question, man. Uh, it's kind of crazy how all the rappers start making songs about their DJs. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And me, I probably didn't watch as much Soul Train or TV as you did, but I did watch TV.
Okay.
So by the time I really started trying to focus on DJs that I knew that was solidified to a label or to a group,
Mm-hmm.
it definitely was Jam Master Jay.
Yeah.
And the other one that I kind of was really intrigued by, I thought was one of the coldest at the time, was Grandmaster D.
Okay. Yep.
Because I saw him live,
Yep.
cutting good times. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? At the Fresh Fest. So I was like, oh man, he
Mm-hmm.
cold. You know.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But
You actually went to the Fresh Fest. I never got an opportunity.
yeah, man, it was crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. See him, backspin and take the Adidas shoe and scratch with it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Just to see the DJs and stuff like that. And then, of course, when Jazzy Jeff came on the scene, I mean, that just
Mm-hmm.
blew me away
Mm-hmm.
with the transform. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That yeah. So I would say those three DJs, and this is real talk. Those three DJs, it was Jam Master J,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was Grandmaster D,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was Jazzy Jeff.
Okay.
And
Wow.
to this day, it's Jazzy Jeff hands down.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
To
Jazz
this
is
day, for me,
he
you know what
most
I'm saying?
definitely is a legend. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Okay, for all the tech heads out there, all the nerds, all the guys that are into DJ equipment, this is involving today. What DJ equipment do you use today, and what weapon of choice do you prefer today as a DJ?
Okay. Um, as of recent, I bought the Rain 12s,
Okay.
and of course those are considered controllers.
Mm-hmm.
They have no tone arm, and then
Mm-hmm.
you have the Pioneer S9 mixer,
Okay.
and so
That's a good set of weapons.
yeah, I mean it's
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Um, and I have the NS7 1 and the NS7 2,
Okay.
and I had different things like that, but I think those are smooth, and
Mm-hmm.
I like the torque on them.
Mm-hmm.
I like the effects, you know. So
Okay.
yeah, that's what I rock with.
Okay. Yeah, that's a nice set of weapons right there. Okay. Favorite rappers. Top 10 or top 5. I'll say top 5. What's your top 5 rap artists of all times that you like? It could be from yesteryear or it could be up to date. However you want to do
Okay.
it. Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna put them in any specific order.
Okay.
Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give mad respect, man, to Brother Rakim. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
You know, I gotta give mad respect to KRS-One.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Gotta give mad respect for him because he's streets and knowledge. Both of the guys basically were deep thinkers.
Uh-huh.
They had their own style, but KRS-One was known as a battler too. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I gotta go with Big Daddy Kane. You
Oh,
hear me?
okay. 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 Most definitely.
Everybody that know me know I had the high top and I'm dark skinned and I like this flow,
Mm-hmm.
his style. He can battle rap. He got a couple conscious records, children,
Mm-hmm.
young, gifted, and black. You feel me?
Most
I
definitely.
gotta go with Kane, and then he had the silk shirts with the gray. I gotta go with the red and
Right,
gray
right.
combination.
He definitely was stylish. Definitely.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go with my man Slick Rick the Ruler.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I
what I
knew
mean?
that.
Anybody that know me know that I had a cassette tape, the original cassette tape, and the cassette tape was Children's Story,
Mm-hmm.
and I had the auto reverse in my system.
Oh
And
wow.
when Children's Story go off, you hit the auto reverse, and Young World come on.
Mm.
So you see what I'm saying? So they
Wow,
know
I
me
didn't
know.
know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When Children's Story goes off, you hit the auto reverse, and then on the other side, Young World come on.
Wow.
So people that knew me on my street or in the hood,
Mm-hmm.
And even as recent, the dude said, "Man, I remember that wagon you playing Young World, man."
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Because
Let me tell the people, Ronnie Cash, man, he has such a sense of style. Back in the days, he had all kind of like Impalas and wagons with rims on it and systems in it. I mean, those cars that you built, Ron, back in the days were epic and they were incredible for where we came from. You know what I'm saying?
right, and I must include. I mean, I appreciate that. I thought that was okay,
Hmm.
for a working man, because there was no drugs distributed through my hands. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh,
Everything I got,
wow.
I worked for 100%. I worked at a gas station, tree company, so there was no drugs involved. It was all just knowing, networking with people, and taking my money, saving it up, using my
Mm-hmm.
income tax check, and
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was putting more money into that than I was actual clothes. So I couldn't
Wow.
have I couldn't have the best of both worlds, but
Mm-hmm.
it was important that I have a car with that system in there, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let me just say this: it wasn't nothing like when you rolled down, or if I came over your house and we take my ride. You know what I'm saying? And we riding in my ride. That was the best feeling in the world,
Mm-hmm.
because we riding clean with sounds, baby.
Right. 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 Yep.
It's a
Oh.
certain feeling we had back then.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's. Did
Oh,
you
I got
do?
one more
Did,
rapper too. I
okay.
got one more. Uh, Mad respect, man. I gotta give props to my man, and he's still doing it to this day, and he's instrumental for other rappers coming up. One
Mm-hmm.
of the greatest performers. I think he is the greatest performer of all time. He even made more albums than most people alive. It is no other than Lady Love, Cool J.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Crazy,
Yeah. LL is dope. LL is
crazy.
definitely dope. He definitely in my top 10, most definitely. You know, and he inspired me to become a rapper. You know how I quick side note, how I started rapping, Ron. I don't know if you know, but I was in a group called Heart of Class. It was
Mm-hmm,
me, Roger, Medrick. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
And like you said, every DJ had an anthem. Well, I had asked Roger and Medrick to write me an anthem, and they never did. So I ended up writing my own anthem.
wow.
So that's how and I recorded it at my house, and that's how I started rapping. So I started DJing in '82, and I started rapping in '85. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it went. You know what I'm saying? But this is your interview. Um, top five producers. Give us some sauce on that. Who you think?
I got you. I
Okay.
got you. I gotta go with Premier.
Yes. Yes. Most
You know what
definitely.
I'm saying? I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go with my man too, Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley, man, I was just thinking about Teddy Riley this morning.
People don't give him respect for his hip hop production.
Yeah, man. Teddy, you know Teddy Riley did the show. You know, I know you know. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
And we gotta give Dre his credit.
Dr. Dre, most definitely. Dr. Dre,
Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine. Ooh, Jermaine.
People slipping on Jermaine, man.
Yep, yep,
You better put some respect on his name, man.
yep.
And then I don't want to leave nobody out, but let's look at the production that also Timberland did, man.
Yeah, Timberland is cold too.
Timberland. Now I'm not
Yes.
saying that he is my favorite, but
Mm-hmm.
he's dope
Mm-hmm.
and he had a different sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very creative. So when it comes to creativity, I go by that too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, then of course, I mean that's fine, but
Mm-hmm.
I gotta put Marley Marl in there, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we don't want to leave him out because to me he was one of the first producers that started doing dope production. You know, the early stuff he did with MC Shan, man, that stuff was incredible. You know what I'm saying? The way he was putting those songs together. Psh, man. All right. That's top five producers. Now we'll go on to the next question. And this is an in-depth question, I think. music today. What do you like about music today? It's a two-part question. What do you like about music today, and what would you change about music today?
Okay. What I like about music today is some of the rappers, not all but some, the way they put their bars together,
Mm-hmm.
how they use the new lingo and language now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the language has changed from 40 years ago, 50 years ago.
Wow.
So they're using the new language with
Mm-hmm.
certain bars. They showing their ability to do the same thing back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
They could put their words together in a very unique way. Look at somebody like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
You know how these guys, how they can. I mean, they just like wow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I like that. I like the way
Mm-hmm.
some of the beats are. The music is slower, and that's pretty dope because music ain't as fast as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the positives.
Okay.
But what I don't like
Mm-hmm.
is the conveyed message.
Oh, absolutely.
And what I don't like is some of the rappers you can't understand what the hell they saying.
I heard
Those,
somebody say they never liked Bone because they couldn't understand what they were saying, but I disagree. You know, Bone, they were speaking fast and rapping fast, but
hmm
if you really listen, you can understand some of what they saying, a lot of what they saying. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. What drew me in with Bone was
Mm-hmm.
their music by DJ Unique was so cold
Mm-hmm.
and so different for that time because they took the style of taking slow songs and like make them say it again, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the sample that they used for first of the month, those were slow records. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Those were slow joints.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Those was ballads, and they was rapping over ballads. That was a new style.
Mm-hmm.
So it made me, of course, with the melody and the harmonies that they was using, it
Mm-hmm.
made me want to really kind of win and hear what the hell they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you realize what they're saying, and we smoking, joking, rolling blunts, and sipping the 40 ounces again. How could you not hear that?
Mm-hmm.
I give him my Mickey, give me some yayo, double up, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
What you need? We get weed. I can
Mm-hmm.
hear what they saying and I understand what they say.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, I disagree. These boys was dope. They changed the whole style for a
Yeah,
minute.
they did. They did. They came out with a flavor that made other groups and other record labels bite it. I mean, look at all the groups that came from it, like Po Pimp and
Yeah,
Crucial Conflict. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? All them
yeah.
other groups came out because of Bone. The only person I would say probably was before Bone doing that was like
Twister.
maybe Twister, but
Right.
everybody else pretty much came out with that fast style. You can even attribute the Migos style to Bone.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
People wasn't rapping like that before Bone. They just wasn't. You know, and
No,
Cleveland don't get that credit that it deserves once again.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, we here to
Everything
give it to
about Bone was dope. Everything from how they look
you. Mm-hmm.
to how they rap to
Mm-hmm.
they was dope, man. They got a dope story, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, you said what you would change. You said the subject matter you would
Man,
change.
man, they poisoning our kids, man,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Black
our adults.
genocide.
Yeah, and our adults. I mean,
Most definitely.
it's people our age just like yo, you like that much? I'm just saying, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. AI generated music is a big topic on the internet as of late. I've seen so many videos about AI generated music. I've seen examples. I was watching this guy. He's not from the states. Uh, he put a whole song together using AI. You know, like Even the lyrics, he didn't do anything on the song. He just put the whole song together. And Ron, it was scary to me. I was like, wow. I was like, you don't need humans for anything anymore. But at the end of the video, he did say, "Is one thing this song is lacking, and that's feeling." You know what I'm saying? That's how he felt about AI generated music. So it kind of brought me back to reality and saying, okay, maybe AI generated music can't uh, replace human made production. So I want to ask you, Ron, how do you feel about this AI generated music? Do you think it's replacing human production? Do you think this technology is moving along too fast? What would you say about it?
What I want to say about it is, it ain't nothing like being in the studio, with us as people putting it down. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's bad enough that people get music sent to them, and they actually can hear it
Mm-hmm.
and then lay the track down and send it in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the way they started doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Opposed to people used to actually have to fly and go into the studio and then actually be in person and have to drop them verses in the presence of other people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they people can actually see what you can do and how you deliver it live in the studio. And so with this technology now, I just think it takes away from the whole experience
Mm.
of what it's like for people to actually do stuff and to
Mm-hmm.
prove what it is to be a person who is well practiced and
Mm-hmm.
well versed and well thought in person.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't. I ain't really feeling it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's something that I don't really. Anything that's too far with technology, I don't support it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in being a person that can, I'm kind of old school, and it's things that I like with technology, but
Mm-hmm.
it's things I don't like with technology.
Mm-hmm. Ron, I was thinking back in the days when I first saw Kraftwerk, like Transeurope Express, how they
Yeah,
had like that cold expression on their face on
yeah,
the album cover. That was kind of creepy to me, and
it
how
was.
it was intertwined with you knew that they were messing around with computers and stuff. It gave you kind of a creepy feeling, but it was cool at the same time. It was like, wow, this is something different. But at least, Ron, at least I could see they were human. You know what I'm saying? With this new music thing, it's coming to the point now, as I told Rum in the past interview, I heard a song. It was Kanye West featuring Drake, and man, it sounded exactly like both of them. You couldn't tell that they didn't make that song. It was scary. I'm like, wow, really? So you don't need human beings anymore, huh? We could just, you could just take my voice, put it into an AI generator, and come up with your own song. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of had me creeped out for a minute, but you know, I still know that nothing can replace the human mind. You know what I'm saying? And human feeling. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the lyrics that the AI generated song comes up with, a lot of them are kind of like corny and just like off base. You know what I'm saying? The things you hear, you be like, a human wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? A human would say this. But hey, to each his own.
Human
Okay.
experience. It ain't nothing like human experience, man.
Yeah.
Period. Like my
Last
my
question.
mother,
Go
my
ahead. Go
mother
ahead.
and them gone. My mother and father gone, bro. But I still know what it is like to feel. Like I still in my feelings know what it's like to hug them.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember like how my father used to smell,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
they've been gone 20 years, but I still because of the human experience.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that something? And I'm sure you can still remember what their voice sounds like.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Which
Exactly.
is which is a strange thing, but I experienced the same thing. With my mother and my grandmother, I can still remember what their voice sounds like.
Hmm.
Okay, last question. I don't want to hold you too long, and thank you for doing this interview with me. I appreciate you, brother. I love you, brother. Last
Love you
question.
too.
Who do you think contributed, or who would you say contributed more to hip hop? Street dudes or nerds? The reason why I'm asking this question is there's been this ongoing thing in hip hop ever since gangster music came out between like street dudes and nerds. It's almost as if the intellectual, the street guy has been kind of like pushed out of music. Remember when we had groups like Poor Righteous Teachers? Remember when we had groups like De La Soul? Remember when we had groups like UMCs? What happened to
Yeah.
that? You know what I'm saying? It's all been pushed out by these street dudes, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I respect the street dude, and the way hip hop used to be is everybody had something to contribute to it. But as of late, no intellectual music, no social commentary. It's been all geared towards street dudes, as if black people are all street people, and we're not. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion, because I know a lot of hardworking black people that go to work, that go to school, get degrees, join the service. We do everything every other culture does. So,
Right.
brother, again, the question is street dudes or nerds? Who would you say contributed the most or the best things to hip hop?
Right. For me, James, like we
Mm
had a conversation,
hmm. Mm
my definition of nerd is different from the average person.
hmm. Mm hmm.
First, let's define what a street dude is.
Mm hmm.
Just because you sold drugs
Mm hmm.
doesn't mean that you're completely a thug.
Mm hmm.
No, no, you just made a drug transaction in the streets,
Mm hmm.
but that doesn't really solidify you as a street person.
Mm hmm.
A nerd, in definition, would be someone not who's conscious.
Mm
He's
hmm.
not a nerd. He's intelligent.
Mm hmm.
A nerd is someone who really doesn't fit in,
Mm hmm.
and he is so intelligent that he has a level of understanding above people that they really can't comprehend. He need to be lab ratted to
Mm hmm.
understand how he thinks, like a Einstein,
Mm hmm.
who even stole some of his theories, or he might dress a certain way.
Mm hmm.
Like Pee Wee Herman was weird. You feel me?
Mm hmm.
So when you think of nerd, you would consider that the dude was flooding. He
Mm
was
hmm.
30 some years old riding bikes,
Mm hmm.
and he thought a certain kind of way, which he was smart. So
Mm
and
hmm.
when I think of nerd, I think of that type dude.
Mm hmm.
But when you talk about poor righteous teacher, he was intelligent.
Mm hmm.
He lived in the inner city. When you
Mm
think of Chubb Rock, he was
hmm.
intelligent. He was a
Mm
college graduate. When you think of Das Effect, both of them guys was college dudes.
hmm.
So they was both well rounded.
Mm hmm.
So
Yeah.
my answer would be the nerd then.
Mm hmm.
Because in your definition of what a nerd is,
Mm hmm.
if he's a conscious dude who spit knowledge, then that would be Chuck D.
Mm hmm.
That would be, parts of Public Enemy. That would be, but at the same time, these people that you're talking about intertwined.
Mm hmm.
There's nobody in rap history we know that they couldn't really identify with. They used to say that about Common. That
Mm hmm.
Common is soft and all this,
Mm hmm.
but Common was from the streets of Chicago. He know about gangs probably more than anybody.
Mm hmm.
You can't just take somebody who cusses on rap,
Mm hmm.
talk about drugs, and really think that these people are any better or harder than somebody else.
Mm hmm.
That's all fiction, man.
Mm hmm. Mm
Because
hmm.
we all come really from the same jungle, just different. Didn't DJ Quick say that?
Mm hmm.
He said San Antonio was just like Compton.
Mm hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everywhere you go, is you gonna see violence.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere you go, you're gonna see somebody who's smart.
Mm-hmm.
So don't think just because somebody's smart, because they start making gutter music,
Mm-hmm.
that these people are actually gutter.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's just an act, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dre said that it's just entertainment. Because we know damn
Mm-hmm.
well Dr. Dre was wearing lipstick and stuff. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Making R&B songs, and but his demeanor, they said in real life, he ain't taking no stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that just because somebody's not talking about a gang or drugs,
Mm-hmm.
that make them harder. I think that the music start becoming a little harder, but I
Mm-hmm.
think the influence of Grandmaster Flash and them being conscious dudes, and it was considered like street,
Mm-hmm.
but they was talking about what it was like to, do drugs, white lines.
Mm-hmm.
They was talking about the streets, the
Mm-hmm. The
struggle.
message.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, so it's kind of like that, for me, because I would like to play the, they would say the devil's advocate. I would say, but then the nerds did it, because Kanye, he a genius.
Mm-hmm.
How many hits
Mm-hmm.
he done made?
Mm-hmm.
Drake ain't street.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Mm-hmm.
look how many records he sold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So I think that it depends on how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
It
There's
depends on
more
how.
to me, there's
Uh,
more people that ascribe to the nerd lifestyle than people that ascribe to the street lifestyle. And let me say this. I'll give street guys this credit. A lot of the earlier hip hop and a lot of the hip hop today, they fund. You know, from drug money. Back in the days, uh, I've seen clips online of the Supreme Team throwing parties, and Melly Mel was there, and LL Cool J was there. So we know that the money came from the street guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these labels were started from the street guys. You know what I'm saying? It took drug money to start them. We know that. We know the story of Jay-Z and all of that. Okay. And also, I will give street guys this: the protection. They protected the artist, the guy that just wanted to make his music, who was considered a nerd or weak or soft. So they protected a lot of the artists. But beyond that, nothing but destruction. The commentary that came in the rap, negative, black genocide, all of this drug selling and drug using and womenizing, all that stuff came from the street element. So there was more destruction that came in from street guys than good. Now let's look at what the nerds do. The nerds pretty much create everything. We're on this stream right now being able to talk to each other because of nerds. Technology is from nerds.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
so so you got these guys that are starting street podcasts and they're beefing with each other online, talking about you soft, you a nerd. All of this came from nerds. You wouldn't even be online if it wasn't for nerds. So what
Hmm.
are we talking about?
Okay, so all right. So let me ask you a question. Let's
Mm-hmm.
be totally honest.
Mm-hmm.
Was our street dude or a nerd?
Combination of both. You can be a combination of both too. Like Nas, I consider Nas, he is a combination of both. He's intelligent, but he also has a street side. And that was you. You know what I'm saying? You were intelligent, but you wasn't taking no stuff. Oh,
No,
if
I
you
couldn't.
we did parties together. Oh, if you bump the table, nigga, watch your clown feet. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to try me. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I was the one that was like, chill, cool out, man, cool out.
right.
No, they trying to try us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you were a combination of both, as a lot of other rappers are a combination of both. Like I mentioned in a past podcast with Jeff, Ice T. Ice T is an intelligent guy. He ain't no dummy, but he a street guy too. He a hustler. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So he
Right.
had a little bit of both. You know, it's a lot of guys, man. Ice Cube, it's a lot of guys you could say that
Yeah,
are intelligent,
yeah.
you know, but they got that street side. They ain't gonna take no stuff.
Well, I mean, my thing is, it's all about, just, for myself, I really don't look at it as street. It's just, we lived in those type of environments.
Mm-hmm.
But my environment never controlled me.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I knew, about having a father that, I had to, by me being in the arts, you know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
being in the arts gave me a lot of discipline and it gave me a lot of confidence in my protection. Like I knew that a lot of the dudes that started doing this and that, they wasn't necessarily thugs. They was just dudes trying to make money.
Mm-hmm.
But you trying to put up a front like you really really tough, but hand to hand combat you can't do nothing. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
really no fighter. You'll get took out. You can't fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way I view people in general. Like you talking all that smack, you get in the ring, you're gonna get smashed.
Mm-hmm.
And street fighting ain't gonna work. Just being able to be a hard puncher, it's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna work against somebody who know how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me an intelligent person is like, man, I'll smack you and make you mad and then beat you up because you get too mad, you don't know how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You already don't really know how to fight
Mm-hmm.
because a good fighter can take a punch too.
Mm-hmm.
So that so like I've been slapped and I've been hit and I've been hit
Mm-hmm.
with a pole or with a stick or with all that.
Mm-hmm.
And but that I look at dudes like they were just afraid. They
Mm-hmm.
was thugs. No, they wasn't thugs because I knew their mamas and their families. They
Mm-hmm.
was just trying to put up a front, James. And I think black people to close it out from what you saying,
Mm-hmm.
black people always putting up that front
Mm-hmm.
because of the struggle. We always want to frown and make it look like we don't want to smile and show that we're happy because of our deprived state or because of what we're going through. But that don't make you hard. That don't make you tough.
Mm-hmm.
That might make you be able to go through adversity, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't make you strong. Unless you a killer out here killing people,
Mm-hmm.
then that's something different.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Mm-hmm.
ain't killing nobody, if
Mm-hmm.
you ain't if you don't have bodies behind your name,
Mm-hmm.
then no, you ain't no, ain't nobody scared of you.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, brother, you know I love you, man.
Love
And
you too.
hey, I thank you for this interview. We're a little bit over 30 minutes. I appreciate your time, brother. You are one of the greats in Cleveland DJ history. You've thrown epic parties. I've been a part of them with you. So, hey, brother, I thank you for your friendship, our camaraderie, man, just everything we've been through in life. Your forgiveness, my forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it takes a lot to be friends. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
this is a special guy to me. This is my real friend right here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just a guy that I met, over the internet or something. So, brother, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. You have a good day and God bless you, brother.
You too, man. You know I love you, James, and you mean everything to me as a brother, man, for real. Like you a great person, man. Great person. Love you and your family. And I'm glad that both of us have been there for each other
Mm-hmm.
through everything.
Mm-hmm. All
So
right.
I appreciate you for inviting me on the show, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. You deserve the first spot to be here.
I appreciate it.
Beatcookin N Cleveland.